Well, I mean, in the interview, he brought up the Durk thing and how both of you guys were on Donda. But wasn't there an issue about both you guys performing together during the Soldier Field thing?
Nah, it wasn't no issue. It wasn't like none. He just basically he ain't show up shit. He ain't do it like, I was there, you know what I'm saying? I did the show and then got on the album, all that shit. But I see he was on the album though, but he ain't participate in it. But I get it, you know what I'm saying? I get the whole situation. Like, the way Ye did put it together, it was just kind of like blindly, you know what I'm saying? Nobody knew, I didn't know, he didn't know. When I did walk into there, I seen it on the drawing board, basically Durk featuring on the album. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I look at it like this, at the end of the day, we two guys from Chicago. Shit, we both on the same album. We both enemies, you know what I'm saying? But shit, it was a great thing for Chicago to me.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times, because look, Durk dissed me not on this album, but on the album before, right? And I remember when he did the Academics
He dissed
interview.
You?
Yeah. He said, what was the line? He said, in New York, I dress like Fab. I don't fuck with Vlad. And then in the video, he's like putting up a middle finger and shit. And the thing, and so I didn't really know what it was about. And then Academics told me that they talked about it. And what had happened was my last interview with Durk, and you got to understand that I had been a big Durk supporter from the very beginning. We had done multiple interviews. We hung out a little bit here and there. We stayed in contact. I thought he was dope, and I was supporting him, you know? And the last interview he did, he had talked about how his girl was pregnant. And after the interview, he said, oh, just cut that part out because we haven't announced it yet. And I'm like, no problem. And my people dropped the ball. I told them to cut it out, and they forgot to cut it out, essentially. So as soon as I found out, I'm like, yo, we gotta cut this shit out. And he hasn't talked to me.
He told you before you put it out?
Yeah, he did. And I told my staff not to put it out, but we weren't as organized back then, and they dropped the ball. And that little part came out, and as soon as I found out, I got it taken down, right? So it was my fault.
It was already out there though, right?
Yeah, it was already
Blogs
out.
probably took it and posted it already.
I don't think it was that big of a deal. We're not known for like announcing.
So that was basically our reason of falling out?
That was the reason, according to him. And it's too bad because it was a mistake on my part. It wasn't anything malicious. You know what I'm saying? If you look at sort of what we do, we don't get any points for announcing someone's having a baby. Like, this is not what Vlad TV is known for. You know, we're not like Shade Room or something else like that. And when Academics told me, you know, and we talked about it on camera, I said, hey man, listen, I'm sorry. I apologize. And I understand if he hates me for it because, you know, his family's more important than me. You know what I'm saying? He got to live with his girl and he got his kids. But I could honestly say it was an accident. It wasn't malicious. And, you know, I've tried a couple of times to reach out to certain people that know him and like, yo, let's just have a conversation about it. But at no point did he ever respond or want to talk about it or anything else like that. And I just feel like a lot of these issues, if you could just talk to someone, if two grown-ass men who have families, who make money, who are successful at what they do, if there's no real beef, regardless of whether y'all do work in the future or not, it's just like a lot of times y'all could really work that shit out.
Sometimes communication is everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. But like I say, he reached out and y'all would still put it out. I get it. Like you say, it was a hazard on y'all end, but I don't know. You can't blame him for feeling away afterwards.
I don't. I'm just saying that based on everything that we had done up to that point, I thought it was at least worth a conversation. Now, if the conversation was fuck you, I still hate you, okay, I get it. But not to have a conversation kind of surprised me. But sometimes when people get to a certain level, they feel they don't have to have a conversation.
Yeah.
You and Durk, can you ever have a conversation, just work out whatever nonsense happened in the past?
Look, man, I'm pushing peace.
Yeah.
That tells you everything.
Okay. So if someone you knew that knew him was like, hey, listen, he wants to have a conversation with you, would you get on the phone?
I'm pushing peace. You understand what that means?
I mean, that sounds like a yes.
Yeah. I'm pushing peace.
Right.
Let's say these kids, let's get on the phone and chop it up like men. Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Until you shorties out here that think something wrong with that, ain't nothing wrong with chopping it up and making peace, man. It need to be some peace in the damn Chicago, man. My city bogus as hell right now. You don't see what's going on? And then it'll be impactful on the kids, shit, the people that's looking up to us and really trying to, you know what I'm saying? Live that shit like, man, gotta set examples. We grown as hell, man. He 30, I'm pretty sure he 30s. I'm 30. Motherfuckers grown as hell. But you can't force nobody hand to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you could do is put it in front of him, man.
Yeah, he's 31. He's 1 year older than you. But you know, you guys have lived like multiple lifetimes because of the bullshit y'all had to go through and the loss and everything else like that. So really, I almost look at y'all like older. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, listen, shout out to Durk. I don't have anything against him. I understand why he's mad at me. I don't think that it's beyond a conversation. Because at the end of the day, no violence ever happened, no money ever got lost,
Man,
nothing.
look,
you know, and
at
I
the
try to
end of
push
the
that
day-
with everybody.
At the end of the day, you still gonna eat, sleep, shit the same way. You know what I'm saying? It is
Right.
what it is. All you gotta do is move on with life, man. Keep moving.
Yep.